Welcome back to my channel. You are watching Basketball Unfiltered, and we have a lot to talk about. A lot went down in the past week, 2 weeks, and I feel like I haven't been able to come to you guys and talk to you about it. So we are going to get into it because it is a lot. A lot has happened. So let's not waste any time. Let's just get started. Yeah, keep watching. So, probably the biggest story out right now, one that is just getting worse and worse and worse day by day. The Knicks want to get rid of Carmelo Anthony. The Knicks want to get rid of Carmelo Anthony. Phil Jackson wants to get rid of Carmelo Anthony. I think Carmelo Anthony wants to get rid of Carmelo Anthony. It just keeps getting worse and worse every day. So what is the problem? I don't understand why it's this long, drawn-out situation. If Phil doesn't want Carmelo to be there, let him go. I don't understand why Carmelo would even stay in a situation that's this hostile. I understand that he has his no trade clause, which he needs to just lift it and just go. He needs to get his family and go far, far, far away from New York as possible. Lala will find another way to be on power. She can just travel from whatever city that they decide to go to, but New York is not the city for you. And I don't understand how he can feel comfortable staying here. He needs to leave. Clearly, no one in that whole Knicks organization wants him there, so just go. Why are you staying here and drawing this out and making it more dramatic and making it more hurtful for yourself? Because clearly, as a man, you couldn't want someone to treat you this way. Now, let's not act like Carmelo Anthony's a scrub. I know that I joke around a lot and I make fun of him, but Carmelo Anthony is no scrub. He's still pretty good when he wants to be. So just go to a team that will make you feel a lot more comfortable. Why are you staying with the Knicks to deal with this? They're not even winning. So one, they're losing. Two, they don't want you there. Just go. You have no ties here. There's nothing that is keeping you here. Go away. Go to a team that makes you feel more comfortable. Except the Cavs. Do not, Melo, listen, come here. King, I am warning you. You stay away from us. Do not come anywhere near the Cavs organization. Do not even fly past Ohio. Stay away from us. We are doing just fine. I am warning you. But if it's any other team that you would like to go to, go. I'm sure that they would welcome you with open arms. It's like the Knicks want to get rid of Melo without even getting anything back in return. I think they just want to get rid of him. They don't even want anything back. They just want him to go away without even accepting anything. And what's funny is that they keep trying to reach out to the Cavs to get Kevin Love. Why would we give you Kevin Love for Carmelo Anthony? Is that making any sense in your brains? Why would we get rid of Kevin Love to get Carmelo Anthony? Now, granted, they both don't play any defense, so I understand that their defense is kind of eh. I think Carmelo has the ability to play defense. I think that a lot of the times he's just fat and lazy and he chooses not to do it. And Kevin Love, I'm not saying that he's incapable of doing it, but he hasn't really shown us a high level of defensive capabilities. I don't think that he doesn't have any. I just think that we haven't really seen it. So, they both don't play any defense. However, why would I want a Carmelo Anthony who's getting up there in age, who chooses when and when not to play at a high level? Why would I want him there? To just completely mess up our rotation. Why? Because him and LeBron James are besties? No. No. Carmelo? No. Just no. No. Do not. No. Melo. And you know what's funny? I don't even think the Knicks are that bad. As much as I make fun of them, I really don't think that the talent on that team is as bad as everyone is making it out to be, or as bad as it seems to be. I think that they just don't have a leader. I don't think that Carmelo Anthony is good enough to really bring them together. And I think it's just the organization, just the drama and the back and forth and that whole cursed arena that is just not working. And I bet you any amount of money that if LeBron James was on the Knicks, they would be in the finals. Yep, I said it. If he was on the Knicks, they would be in the finals. LeBron James has played with worse. Please don't debate me. Just go and do your own research. Check out the team that he had in 2007. And you come back and you tell me if they're better than the Knicks are right now. Please. Talent-wise, not stat-wise, or not. I'm just talking about talent. Please go back and check who was on the 2007 roster for the Cleveland Cavaliers. You come back and you tell me if they are better or if they are worse than the 2016-2017 Knicks roster. You go and you tell me. And you let me know which one had a better squad. I'll wait. You telling me that if LeBron James, the greatest player in the world, was on the Knicks, that they wouldn't at least be second or third in the East? The East is not even competitive. I'm not saying that they would win. I'm not saying that they would win a championship, but he would definitely have them up there to contend. He would. Please, let's be honest. Let's talk about it. It's LeBron James we're talking about. The man is a basketball god. Would you like me to redirect you to the Washington Wizards game? Shall we relive it together? I think we shall.
James. Wall. The lead is 3. Love. LeBron. And got it! Banks it in!
Wow. I told you, Kevin, you got to guard that man. He just hit 3 3-pointers earlier in the game.
That looked like Christian Laettner. I had to say that with you by my side. That's right.
That shot might have been a little bit more difficult than Laettner's shot.
Jaw-dropping Beal there. 3. Fade away out of bounds using glass, and he ties it at 120. An unbelievable shot. Saw Rex Chapman make one like that in the playoffs one time.
That was probably the best game this season. Like, it was amazing. I watched it maybe 3-4 times. I watched the highlights over and over again. I've watched videos on Facebook over and over and over again. I keep reliving that fadeaway 3.
On and got it! Banks it in!
Low-key, I need to put that as my phone background. Right now, I have this one, which I love very, very much. But I think that I'm going to change it to that fadeaway 3 because it was honestly just beautiful. It was poetry in motion. You had Kevin Love, who launched the most perfect pass that I've ever seen. And then you had LeBron James that caught the most perfect pass from the Kevin Love and then beautifully banked in a fadeaway 3. And I know that people are going to tell me that he stepped out of bounds. Stop. Just stop. It went in and it was beautiful. And then he fouled out. And then Kyrie Irving. He had me nervous. Not nervous, but he had me like, wake up, Kyrie. And he did wake up. He woke up. And he did what he normally does. The point god. Ugh.
41 points for Bradley Beal. Here comes Irving the other way. He'll dance, he'll cut, he'll fake, he'll shoot, he'll score! Kyrie again. Into Beal. Second wave of defense is there, but that 3 goes down! Kyrie Irving is a flamethrower. 136-133.
Identical shot he had on Steph Curry in Game 7. And LeBron James is like, I see you, young fella. I got you here. You take us home.
It was just beautiful. There's nothing that I could say about the game in regards to it being good or not good. It was honestly a work of art. I have no critique. Like, it was perfect. It was perfect. It was honestly perfect. LeBron had, I think, 17 assists. Which I think is his career high. The man is just, he's a small forward with 17 assists. Like, what? Now, please understand why he even made the comment. Either he said he needed a playmaker or he needed another playmaker. But understand this, and here's where Charles Barkley comes into play. I don't understand what is so hard to understand in the comments that LeBron made. This is the thing. Kyrie and LeBron have to be on the floor at all times. Why? Because they are the main ball handlers. LeBron is the facilitator of the team. He always brings the ball up the court. But understand why he made these comments. Now, in a season, LeBron usually leads the league in minutes played. I know he leads it for this season. I don't remember about last season, but he always is playing a lot of minutes. This season, it is more than usual. If LeBron is playing 38, 39, 40 minutes a game, you have Kyrie who's playing maybe a minute or two less than that. So Kyrie, if LeBron plays 40, Kyrie's going to play around 38. If LeBron plays around 38, Kyrie's going to play around 36, 37. If they are playing these many minutes, at some point, they are going to need rest, right? It may not always mean that they are tired. Now, LeBron is 32, 33. Kyrie is 24, 25, somewhere around there, much younger. So, of course, he has fresher legs. That does not mean that he does not need to be rested. It's not only about being tired, but you also want to prevent injury. You don't want your starting guard to be injured. It's common sense. So, this is why you have a backup. If you have someone who is qualified enough to step in and handle the ball, someone who has great court vision and is able to create space, to create plays for others, that is going to give your starting guard and your main facilitator time to rest. The playoffs are right around the corner. Once we pass through All-Star break, the season is just going to go like that, and it is going to be time for the playoffs. You can't have LeBron James playing 40 minutes a game for the next month, 2 months, and then when playoffs roll around, he's burnt out. The same goes for Kyrie. So, we need another playmaker. We need a deeper bench. Once you have someone coming in, now we got Korver. Korver, good job, because you're definitely an instrumental piece, and I see you. You've been doing your thing, so kudos to you. However, you need someone to be able to come in and either be a rim protector or someone that's going to be able to create space and create plays for other people. It's very simple. It's very simple. And no, LeBron doesn't want to play with the greatest in the world, but if you have the Golden State Warriors, who were a 72-9 season team, the greatest regular season team in NBA history, add on Kevin Durant, I don't understand why you think it's fair that the Cavs remain the same team from last year. Now, I don't understand what's so hard to get in that. I know that a lot of you just hate on LeBron and anything LeBron related, and so your brain just doesn't work when it comes to him. But listen, he just needs a backup point guard. And all this frenzy and all of Charles Barkley's comments, and he doesn't want to compete, and doesn't LeBron James want to compete? Shut up. Shut up, Charles. Shut up. What do you know about competing? I know you tried and you failed. Many times. So I don't understand why you think you can say LeBron James doesn't want to compete because he asked for a backup point guard. It's just a point guard. Backup. Calm down. Relax. DeMarcus got his, I think, 15th tech. For some scuffle that he had in a game. I still don't understand exactly what happened. I watched the video over and over and I don't get it. Him and Matt Barnes just went off. I have no idea exactly what happened.
Barnes pushes him. Here's a better angle. Well, there's been a technical on Gibson. That much we do know. There has been a technical on Gibson. They may add another technical here.
But nonetheless, I think he pushed a coach or an assistant coach, and he got his 15th tech. He was suspended a game. And then, I don't know if it was the same night, but he got fined for this. And DeMarcus, on behalf of the rest of us, I just want to thank you for your service. If there's any way that I can donate to help with your fine, please let me know. I think what you did was courageous and brave, and on behalf of us all, we thank you. Thank you so much, DeMarcus. Thank you. Now, there's this family called the Balls. You have Lonzo Ball, who's in college, who's probably one of my favorite college players. He plays for UCLA. And then you have his two little brothers. They're in high school, and I believe one's a sophomore, and I think one's a junior. And they're not human at all. So a couple of weeks ago, I think his brother LiAngelo had, I think, 72 points or something out of this world. And so his little brother, LaMelo, which I'm believing is a combination of LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony. I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but LaMelo, okay, whatever. Nonetheless, LaMelo had 92 points in a high school game. You heard me correctly. He had 92 points in a basketball game that took place in a high school gym. Why? Now, it didn't appear that there was much defense on either side. Nonetheless, the kid had 92 points. You can't hate on him for having 92 points. I don't really think anybody else on the team had any points. I believe one had 29. I think his name was Eli. Nonetheless, who cares about them? He had 92. And I cannot wait until they get to the league. Now, I think they're both committed to going to UCLA. So UCLA's basketball just went up again. But I can't wait till they get to the league. I know that it's going to be different. But if you can get 92 in high school, I know you can get me 20 or 30 in the league. How hard is that going to be for you? Really? You had 100 in high school? I know you can get me 15 a night. That shouldn't be difficult. So it's going to be, it's definitely, the league is changing. All the older players that we're used to are on their way out. And it's a little bit sad. Even when you look at the All-Star game, like, there's no Kobe. There's no Melo. There's no Wade. It's just LeBron. There's no Chris Paul. Chris Paul's injured. It's LeBron and a bunch of little kids. And I'm just like, damn. Times are changing. Things are changing. Everything is different. But I'm excited for some of these new players that are on the come up. You know, it should be fun. You have your Isaiah Thomas. You have your Kyries. You have your Anthony Davis. You have your Karl Anthony Towns. You have a lot of people to look forward to. You have your John Wall, you know. So there are some players that I know that I'm going to look forward to watching once these old heads retire. But it's still sad, you know. It's like, I'm a little bit sad to see them go. But nonetheless, basketball must continue. So as always, thank you guys for watching. This has been Basketball Unfiltered. I say this all the time. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to me. If you do not have a YouTube account, you need to make one or two and then subscribe to me. It's very simple. Just do it. Do this subscription and come back and watch me and let's talk about it, because we always have fun on this channel. I must say that a lot of you guys who write me and write comments and argue with me every day, it's fun. And if you have anything that you want me to talk about, anything that I missed, anything that I did not discuss, anything that you would like me to discuss, reach out to me. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. If you have my number, text me. And let's get into it. But as always, this has been Basketball Unfiltered, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.